Hello, everyone. This year's JAMB seems to have a lot of controversies attached to it. Many students that have failed, and they're saying that those results are not their results. It seems as if probably there might be a glitch. That's some of the things that people have been accusing JAMB for. I saw a video also where parents had gone to JAMB office to go and complain, about the kind of results their children and their wards got. this these are serious, issues, policy issues that government should sit up, lawmakers should be talking about. And but meanwhile, the main news that is out there is the fact that Mr. Tinubu and his gang have approved some life insurance for themselves. These are people who have poverty mentality. No matter how much they amount, they are insatiable and they're always looking for more. In their minds, they can never be more than those probably uh, uh, little boys or girls or whatever that were hungry, that were hurt, that were deserted, that were abandoned, and the rest of the nation has to just pay for it, because this should be an issue. If Nigeria had a president, I mean, this is the time that you call in the JAMB register to say what's going on, because you're dealing with, the future of this country. Human capital development, it's a huge thing. If your populace is not educated, it's not developed the way it should be, where are you going to go to? And for me, I have said it before, repeatedly, I'm going to say it again right now, that why do we even need to do JAMB? If you have to do JAMB, JAMB should be once, just the way that you do SSC. When you get your cutoff mark, that is it. Why do people have to do JAMB year in, year in, year in? You see the child will pass their exams very well. They will pass their JAMB very well. They're getting 350, 360, 200 and something, 240, 250, 280, 300, 310, 305. And the child doesn't get admission, not due to any fault of theirs, but because they probably don't have the right kind of connection. They don't know someone. It's not their catchment area. It's not one thing or the other, whatever. The child doesn't get the admission because, yes, as we know, we have our schools, our universities are grossly, you know, I wanted to say underfunded, but that's not the word that I'm looking. Inadequate. They're grossly inadequate compared to the number of students who want to get into university. And that's why sometimes when I see people who are beefing other people, oh, they're going to private school, I'm like, look, for that private school, yeah, that you see, for the child that takes, anybody that goes to private university or they go abroad to go and study, they are taking away competition from that, public school and giving room to someone else to end up being there. And so those children put in all the work, and at the end of the day, they do not get admission, not fault of theirs, because of the system that doesn't have enough to cater for them. And then they are punished, they are told to come again. What moral justification do we have to tell a child to go and write JAMB again? And I can say, and like the frustration, and sometimes you see sometimes people are writing JAMB 3, 4, 5 times before they get admission. People are going through so much before they get this admission, and then it's just something else. But right now, I mean, an FOI, Freedom of Information, has been done to JAMB, seeking for them to release the marking scheme that were done. Let every child see what they did. If there's a glitch somewhere, they need to correct it. If it was something that happened that ended up giving people marks that is not there. I've seen videos. Passionate video of students crying and saying they know what they did. And this thing, especially in OBJ, if you know the answer, and if you don't know the answer. So literally, OBJ and JAMB is mainly multi-choice. So that's what we call objective multi-choice, where you're just picking what the answers are. So if you've really done well. It's not like essay that you probably, even in an essay, really when you've done well, but you really maybe might say the person that is going to mark it the way they'll mark it. But in the case of JAMB, it's not like that. And so why are students failing? I've always said, for me, I think JAMB is just an institution that is extorting money from Nigerians. And I remember raising this thing. I think it was during Buhari when JAMB came out to say they were making billions in profit. And I'm like, no, if JAMB is making billions in profit, that means they are stealing from Nigeria. That means whatever they're charging for that exam, they are not supposed to charge their amount. Oh my goodness, when I say that, you trust, government psychophans, they were attacking. I was like, no, I was relentless on that issue. I kept saying no, because and I said, look, JAMB is not supposed to be a profit generating body. It's not supposed to be making profit. JAMB is there, is supposed to just sit down there and conduct this exam. Worst case scenario, what you will ask, maybe you say, okay, let the parents cover for administrative fee and what it will take to just make those people. But when you are declaring billions of profit, which they are still doing, by the way, then you are just stealing from the masses. After that was when they did reduction of JAMB form, and the people that were attacking me are like, look, this is what I'm saying, and they're still making billions, by the way, even after that reduction. That means they are still charging too much. And why, for God's sake, would somebody need to write JAMB more than once? In short, why do you even need to write JAMB? Because most universities in Nigeria do not even believe, in this JAMB anyway. Most of them do their post-UME, and you just have people, at the end of the day, just being forced to just do all of these things that they ordinarily shouldn't be doing. Let me just go at Sahara Reporter. It says math field. And by the way, one very Lord have mercy. I'm trying to be calming. I'm trying to be nice. I'm not, because the word will be in my mouth. Imagine the so-called Minister of Education coming to say that the reason why many people failed was because they had put in a lot of anti-cheating mechanism, and that's why people failed. People are massively failing your country. You're supposed to be a minister of education. You are coming to say it's your anti-cheating skills that is making people to fail. You're not saying that you're not providing good quality education, because ordinarily failure isn't what to be it shouldn't be a norm. It shouldn't be what should be seen. When failure happens, it means that the educational system has not really given the students the things that they're supposed to have. And so JAMB received FOI requests to release questions, answers of 1.5 million, candidates. And there's this Alex Onia, I think that's what his name is, that has been following this case. He has really been on this whole issue. And it's good. And I think there is also a class action that is going on. It said the law firm who said it is representing have they been able to get all the 1.5 million that they are representing there? But that would be a good thing anyway, for them to actually sue JAMB and get them to actually do the needful, because right now, nah, it's not looking good. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.